My daddy always said, you look a man in the eye. You look a man in the eye, and then you know if you're looking at a real man or not, and what a man's made of, and how he holds his head, how he walks, how he, behaves, how he treats his fellow man. You look him in the eye, and when they're living good, you let them know. That's what I was raised as. You a good man. That's what I used to hear when I had a store, and I stood behind the counter, and every day I didn't hear, "Oh, Jackie, you're a good man." A good, thank you kindly, Jackie. Sure do appreciate you. That sort of thing, on and on. Not anymore. I can't even go. They won't let me upstairs. I hate it. No reason for this. No reason at all. Just punishment for me. For doing what I thought was supposed to be right. I watched my language. I had a drink on more than a few occasions. A man's allowed to do one thing. I quit smoking a long time ago. I'm going to have a drink every now and then. If this is worth drinking, hell, I can't even drink if I wanted to because the damn thing on my leg would go off. So if that's if that's the one bad thing I did, I'm doing, or what I used to do, because I can't do no more whether I like it or not, this is what you get. God's will, so be it. He calls the shots, not me. Fine. I'm going to sit here in it. I'll just sit here in it.
Folks, welcome to the Red State Update Podcast. My name is Dunlap. This is my sidekick, Jackie Broles. As you can see,
Sidekick.
He is feeling a little better this week. A lot has happened. I don't want to spend any time here at the beginning vamping. I should point out that if you are listening to this podcast ear style, as most people do, a few people, some of our hardcore listeners, go over to the YouTube channel and check us out on there. These podcasts recorded live, video style. If you're watching this video style, eyeball-wise, you're noticing that I, as all citizens in Murfreesboro are now legally required to do, am dressed up like Jackie. I'm skirting the law.
It's crud that dressed up like that. My name don't come into it at all. They don't make it. I was the first person to ever put this on, and maybe that's how you remember.
Hey, Jackie was the first person to dress up like crud.
This is, some people said that man on Channel 8 did from Canada, but so be it. I never did
Red
see
Green
that.
may have been the first person to dress up like crud.
Crud? No. There wasn't no crud back in the days when I used to just wear my work clothes to work every day.
If I got caught like this, I could get a ticket because I don't have my beard painted white.
Pitiful. Pitiful.
And meanwhile, Jackie Broles is really asking for it because he's wearing my old clothes.
I thought maybe, first off, no one's going to tell me I have to dress like me and everybody else dress like me, but it ain't me that I'm dressing like it's crud.
That's right. You're making it about you when really was to honor the late departed crud owner of Spiffy Marlin's Haircuts and Handshakes and the nation's foremost Jackie Broles cosplayer.
All right.
The man who started the dress up like Jackie Broles craze. Everybody in Murfreesboro now dressing like Jackie Broles. Of course, they are legally required to do so.
Well, that's what I was about to say. You're supposed to be one day of this, and I thought that was stupid. That's enough. First off, saying everybody has to dress like crud. Crud didn't dress like nothing but me for the past, I don't know how many months of his life, as far as I remember.
Can I just say that you'd have to go to the YouTube channel to check this out, folks, if you're listening. But if you get a picture of me, I look like the man who chased Pee Wee Herman and Dottie around the dinosaur park.
Huh?
Like his shorter brother.
Well, I hope you get a gander of what I look like. I want you to look on this and look on it hard, and then
It
maybe
doesn't look good on you.
you'll know what it's like.
You look sick.
Everybody dressed up just like you.
Now, I think it's cool, except it's
It
disgusting.
ain't cool. And not everybody, just imagine everybody in town like this, and then they said they dressed like somebody else.
Who else would?
Hell, I
who would
don't
bite
know.
my style?
Oh hell.
Who's got the balls to bite Dunlap's style?
Hell, you got mad at some TV show, reality show, a big fat man on it, just like you. dressed
Well,
in the
that
same
wasn't
way.
the reason.
Yes, it was. You said, that's me right there. They told it,
There was what was that redneck reality
Whatever
show
it
on
was.
CMT in one of the first seasons?
Now,
of that there was a fat guy. That's the most
he was fat,
insulting
but he
part.
had a shirt like this. Had one of these.
He had a sleeveless flag shirt on.
He didn't have a hat that said Dunlap on or anything
no.
like that.
Well,
but,
that's
you know.
where he went wrong.
Well, he's an idiot redneck dressed in a shirt like this. Anybody's going to think, fat. You get y'all confused. I understand that.
Well, I don't.
Well,
That's not the.
I didn't watch the show anyhow. You showed me a picture on your phone or something. I don't remember.
I just
hardly
looked
any
at
of
the
it.
picture. I said, "Oh, if I could sue this son of a bitch." But what happened to him?
Don't even talk about suing anything.
Back
don't,
working at the granary, I reckon.
I don't want you to even say anything about suing or any kind of lawyer or anything like that.
Well, obviously, Jackie, the in America, the legal system works.
What? No, it does not. The legal system's broken. That's the one thing. If Donald Trump, instead of saying about the election is rigged, he just went down the legal system, which he did say it was rigged, but that was because of a Mexican judge. I'm not saying that.
You
I'm
may be
just saying
thinking of
for
Black
other-
Lives Matter.
No, it ain't Black Lives. No, it's none of that. I'm just saying.
Jackie Lives Matter.
Well, he did it one time. I guess Crud's a lot more important just because he acted like me every damn day until somebody killed him for it.
You better keep your voice down. If you remember where we are, we're not even supposed to be here.
I made this soundproof years ago. This is a bunker.
You didn't make it soundproof.
Yes, I did.
Just leaving a bunch of egg cartons stacked up on the floor does not mean it's soundproof. You got to put them on the walls.
You put the newspaper on top of that, and that cuts that.
On the walls, not in
It
stacks
can't
on
go.
the floor.
They can't hear me underneath that door and up a flight of stairs.
If them Nashville lawyers that own your store now hear us down here, they will have us thrown in jail. They can track our ankle bracelets.
Oh, hell.
Yours is set up to only go here and to your home. That's why we had to do it here, because the sound of our voices together drives Miss Brawls crazy.
She going through enough already. I ain't gonna put that
She-
poor woman through anything else.
Everywhere she looks, she sees Jackie. She had a stroke, but she thinks she has dementia.
She ain't.
And
I
that's
keep
so-
saying that you just had a stroke. You ain't got dementia.
But
You
she
ain't-
is convinced of it because
Well-
everywhere she looks, she sees somebody that looks like Crud who looks just like her husband.
Well, since Mayor made the home health nurse, he had to dress up like me to leave the house.
Oh, that was probably the final
That's
straw.
just enough of it. I don't want anybody. Don't anybody go over there except for him. She's used to him. Well, she ain't. But
Because she
whatever.
thinks it's you.
Well, she don't think it's me. She knows he ain't me. But
Does she?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Maybe we've all got dementia.
I don't know.
Folks, Mayor Bain Jekyll, to honor Crud, the nation's foremost Jackie Bros
Why is it?
cosplayer.
I understand he could have had a day where everybody put stuff in the bed smell. Everybody could have done that. Why they got to dress up like they say Crud, but really it's me?
Jackie Bros cosplayer. Mayor Bain Jekyll, the mayor here in Murfreesboro, instituted Dress Like Crud Day. Honor Crud Day.
Is after they passed on. I understand honoring them. I don't have a problem with that, but making them all.
Everybody in town dressed up like Crud, who looks just like Jackie Bros.
Well, it was supposed to be just one day at first,
Yeah.
but they got through a day. Everybody dressed up like Crud, whatever you will call it, is dressed up like me. That's how I dress. I dress like that first, but everybody dressed up like that. There wasn't no murders that day.
Yep, the Jackie Strangler or Jackie the Strangler.
No, it's
neither one
neither
of them killed anyone. No creepy Jackies lurking around town, stepping out of the shadows.
Well, they
and
might
out of
have
the
been.
cornfields.
They could have been. Don't nobody know the difference. Everybody's dressed up the same. They could have been. How you gonna tell the difference between creepy and just regular going down the street? Everybody looks the same, what the hell?
No Jackie Brole's bodies washed up in the Christmas Cave gravel hole.
All right.
No damn twin brothers. What were their names? The damn
Mascat.
The Mascat brothers.
Two S's, two T's. Bless their hearts. I never got a chance to meet them or anything.
Their poor mama. She's still down there in Panama City Beach.
Bless her heart.
Looks just like you.
Yeah. Well.
What a blow to lose two boys in the same week.
Well, yeah.
So to honor Crud, who passed, we went to the funeral last week. He passed away. We're catching you up on a lot that's happened here in Murfreesboro, folks. If you're here for the news, that's coming. It's a crazy election time, but we got about 30 minutes more of this.
This is crazy here enough. I don't even need to talk about the news anymore. I'm sick of it. On top of this, just everything's awful is what it is. Everything is awful in my life. Someone's punishing me. I did something wrong to deserve it, and I don't know what it is.
So Mayor Bain Jekyll passed Honor Crud Day, and everyone in Murfreesboro was legally required to dress up like Crud. And Crud, I don't say it enough, but here's to you, buddy.
All right. Yeah, here's to Crud. I like Crud. Crud's fine. But everybody's dressing up like me. So everybody's dressed up like me for what? Was it at least a week, and everybody felt safe or whatever.
Right, no murders happened, and Mayor Bain Jekyll said, well, we got through one day with no murder. Let's do it again, folks. Don't wash them overalls because you're wearing them to work tomorrow.
They're required to, yeah. I seen them. If you out there, they'll take off what you got on and make you hand the
overalls.
They
will strip you down.
And put overalls on you. They'll do it.
If on Sunday people were going to church and police were out in full force, they were pulling people over. They were ripping Sunday dresses off people.
Wow.
They were like pulling slacks, just tugging them slacks off of middle-aged men.
Yeah.
Saying, you get them overalls on, boy. Where do you think you are? You in Murfreesboro now. This is Bain Jekyll's town. You dress like Crud here, son.
I'm waiting for them to come for me. I ain't changing. I'm leaving this on all day. They took my store. They taken away my right to dress however I want, even if it's like an idiot like I am right now.
Wait a minute. So you're protesting everybody dressing like Crud who looks like you by not dressing like yourself?
That's right. Yeah, because first I want you. It don't matter the way I'm wearing this. I want you to see what it's like because you think
awesome.
It's funny. You think
Except
it's funny.
You're disgusting.
You're disgusting. That's
you're
what I
disgusting.
say. You're disgusting.
No, you're disgusting.
No.
You're disgusting.
Shut your mouth. Just shut it. Tired of
it. But otherwise, it's cool to see somebody dress up like me. Except you're going to go to jail for it.
I ain't going to jail. Let them put me in jail. That's what worse can it do to me? My wife's lost her mind. I about half got some of mine left. Not much. Not much. I'll be honest. I ain't got much left.
Well, at least everybody in town is safe since we started dressing up like Crud.
Hey, wait, what do you mean safe? They killed Mayor Bain Jekyll. He died.
Well,
that ain't safe.
I would consider that more of an assassination.
Oh, hell.
I went to school with Bain Jekyll, Don Jekyll, formerly Don Jekyll Jr. And also, I also went to school with Crud. I'm losing a lot of people I went to school with. I went to school with a lot of people.
Well, you get to be that age, people start passing on. You get to a certain age, that's life.
We never did get to have a high school reunion on here. Yeah. Too bad.
Well, I'm going down here and I'm going to talk. I'm protesting this. This is my store. I don't care what the sign says on upstairs. I may not be legally. I'll go to jail for that I go to jail for either one. If they see me wearing this, if I go upstairs.
Yeah, you can't get, now that Mayor Bain Jekyll was assassinated by Jackie the Strangler, we can't do.
Ain't Jackie, they got nothing to do outside of he's killing people that look like me, but people say look like Crud. Quit saying Jackie the Strangler.
The Jackie Strangler.
Oh, just shut
Since
up.
Mayor Bain Jekyll was assassinated, there's something in the law books we can't change. Now, every day he was issuing a new proclamation. But since he passed away,
Stuck like this
we're
until
stuck
they
like
work
this.
something out. I don't know all.
Everybody has to dress like Jackie, except apparently for Jackie.
Well, I ain't gonna. They may want me to, but that used to everybody. That's how I looked. That was me. I dress that way.
Imagine
Crud did it after me, and now everybody's doing it because he's dead, but he was doing it because of me.
And now the ankle bracelet, which the police put on there for your own protection.
Well, you got one on too. We don't know.
Everybody has to dress like Crud who was wearing one.
Well, at least I know mine's real on my foot.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. Some of these are real and some ain't.
Yeah,
it doesn't go off when I take a drink. I know that much.
Well, hell, they got yours fixed if it is a real one. Mine goes off. I can't.
Did you change the battery?
What?
The battery may be low.
I can't change a damn battery in that. How the hell you
Oh,
get
you
into
can't
yours?
reach it.
No, I can't.
I took mine to Radio Shack, and they changed it for me. If you go in there and just say, can y'all change this battery on this ankle bracelet? They're like, yeah. That's pretty much all they do at Radio Shack now, is they change ankle bracelet batteries.
Can I take it off of my damn leg? Like, I don't care about
They're
no
not
battery.
scofflaws. They
All
work at
right,
Radio
just,
Shack.
I don't give a.
What do you think? It's not a nest of criminals. It's
I
Radio
don't
Shack.
Give a. Just.
And folks, so Jackie he can go two places: to his home, where his wife doesn't even know if he's real or not, or here.
I can't legally go here anymore. No, that's
which
wrong.
he can't go here.
They ain't fixed a bracelet yet. It don't go off when I come here. But supposedly, I got handed some papers by some fancy, smarty Nashville lawyers.
Well, you know them Nashville lawyers are the best money can buy.
They just should. So no longer is this Jackie's Market. No. Got a new sign up there. They just come in, wholesale, just come right in, fired everybody at work here, and just kept on going. You just keep it. I'm so damn mad. This is my store. I built it with my own hands.
According to the sign out front, it's Nashville Lawyers Market.
Nashville Lawyers Market. Why don't you have a Nashville Lawyers Market up in damn Nashville? It's Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Well, people like a taste of the exotic.
All right. It ain't, what do you mean? It ain't no different. Everything's the same up there.
It's clean up there. They got some modern, they got cell phone charging stations.
What are you doing going there for?
What do you mean? The barbecue's delicious.
Oh, hell. Why would you go set foot in there?
And the beer is reasonably priced. When I pay for all that beer I drink up there, I say, well, are y'all running a special? They say, no, we just like to keep the prices low and keep the customers coming back. I said, well, thank you, sir. Let me give you my money for this alcoholic beverage.
Idea of what I'm going through right now. You are treading on thin ice, boy. You ain't gonna stick that in on top of everything else. You don't even talk about
They even opened up a patio. That's where we snuck in. We snuck in through the patio and down through the hole where you ash, because they opened up a smoking patio where you can vape and ash.
Vape?
Yeah, vape. Welcome to 2016.
Well,
I've been vaping like a fool up there.
Why are you...
I'm eating barbecue, paying for beer, and vaping like a fool. I'm not saying it's the same, Jackie. It's not the same. Everybody really misses you as much as they can because everybody looks exactly like you. And we're all vaping, which you wouldn't have let us do.
Ain't nothing the same ever again. Nothing. Don't even say it ain't the same. Nothing's the same. I look out the window. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what this is.
You don't have to get so upset, Jackie. If you ask them, they'll give you the Wi-Fi password.
What?
It's Nashville Lawyers Market.
Oh, hell. I don't want no password. I don't need no damn password to get in here. I can shimmy through that damn asshole anytime I need to. Get down here. My damn store. I built this place.
Well, you should talk to Frank and Gary because they got a lot of plans.
Plans? They had a lot of plans when Crud was still living. And had me up there. I was supposed to be part of all this.
Do you think that Crud was trying to warn you? Do you think that maybe it's Frank and Gary that are Jackie the Strangler and the Jackie Strangler?
I don't know. Why the hell are a couple of fancy, smarty Nashville lawyers going to run around and do that? They already bad enough as it is.
That's true. It's hard to get worse than a lawyer that sells cold brew, which is delicious, by the way.
Oh, shut your mouth.
You should try it.
Shut your mouth.
They've got some fall flavors.
I don't shut it.
And in honor of Crud, they're keeping his chair open.
What?
You can come get your beard oiled up. It's called the Crud Honor Corner.
If I kept it, if it's my, which it is my store, if I could legally go up there and run my store like I'm supposed to, I would have done the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that. He deserves all credit he can get, bless his heart.
Me too. I would have done that too.
Oh, shut your mouth.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to turn around and knock a holy living hell out of you. I'm right there. I'm ready to go.
Do you have a sponsor? Was there a sponsor?
Oh, hell, it was Dilla Mule Rider's nut bonnet.
Oh, that's good. She good. Put the nuts in the bonnet. When you eat them all, you get to keep the bonnet. That's cool. Did you try any of them nuts?
No, just my sponsor. It ain't like she gave me one. She gave me $25. That's how it works. She didn't give me no nuts. She didn't give me no bonnet. What the hell am I going to do with a bonnet?
Are you so anxious to wear other people's clothes?
Oh, shut your mouth.
Figured you wouldn't mind looking like
Shut your mouth.
Holly Hobby either.
All right.
Folks, as if that's not enough, I am at my wit's end too, Jackie. I'm furious. Son of a bitchin'.
I don't want to hear it.
Son of a bitchin'.
Shut your mouth.
I have, folks, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that I am a genius criminally. And I've been working up my Ocean's 11 plan to rip off the Mount Shepherd Pasture Church, where I am in the employ of as a church accountant.
You say that like you're proud of it, too. You just...
Well,
pitiful.
No, I'm ashamed.
Good. You should be over something like that.
Because the criminal genius looks like I'm the patsy. I'll take a week. I'll lick my wounds. But y'all better believe that revenge is coming. Now, I got this job as a church accountant after I went to Don Podge of Don Podge's Tax Whiz Church Accounting School, and I learned how to account all that church money.
That's all good.
And I went to that Mount Shepherd Pasture Church, and they wheeled in just shit tons of cash that these poor, idiotic sons of bitches give to Jesus every week.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Well, they think they're giving it to Jesus, but they're giving it to that Starbucks in the vestibule. They're giving it to all that fancy art.
It's their money to do with
and
as
the cleaning
wish.
Crew.
It's church needs to stay clean.
The wing stop in the back.
People go eat after church. It's right there for them. They go to wing stop, and somebody, get a little kickback on that. Go right back in the plate.
Now look here. This is. Can I stop this story for 1 second and just say, having overalls on when you're telling a story, it's pretty cool because you can put your fingers, you can put your thumb, you can thumb them galluses.
You never see me do that. No.
Nope.
That's
nope,
nothing I
you
did.
missed out.
I did miss out.
Now it's too late.
I don't need to hold on to nothing to tell no story.
Well, I do.
Well, hold on to it then.
I'm holding on to both of them.
Just
both these galluses. Now listen here. I went to church accounting school where Wesley Press, one of the smartest people in Murfreesboro. I went to school with him too.
Smart as a whip, yeah.
So many people from my class doing so well. Except he was pathetic. His life was horrible. He was real smart. One of them really, really smart people, never did nothing with their life.
No. He's smart. Whip, they thought he was Unabomber.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what messed him up.
2 or 3 times. I think his sister told her something like that. But he lived under the square for a long time.
What, Leslie Press?
Yeah.
She's weird, man.
What?
She's still around, though. She's hanging around the edges. So Wesley Press, he taught me how to be a church accountant. I had it all set up. I was blackmailing the song leader and his wife, Smack Gazette, and Honey Carroll. We went to some threesome parties, some swinger parties here in Murfreesboro. I snuck a few pictures. I had them right where I wanted them. But I'm going to tell you something. As much as they enjoy the thrill of a threesome, they also enjoy the thrill of a heist.
All right.
They played along. They were like, oh, well, you got us where you want us, Dunlap. But really, they were into it 100%. That's also how they played it at the swinger parties. Like, oh, I don't know. Y'all got us right where you want us, I guess. Okay, whatever you want to do. Whatever gets you through the night. You know who said that?
No.
Also, there were some morally questionable deacons. I won several of them over to my team. Inky had been hired by the church to paint some sheep on the wall of the baptismal pool. He was going to hide under the baptismal pool and leap out. We didn't know if there was going to be water in it or not. It was going to be more exciting if he leaped out through the water.
He don't know any better. You put him up to this. You're pitiful. Shameful.
Inky, who I went to school with, artist at the Daily News Journal, brilliant artist, can draw anything. Really funny when he puts a dick on it.
Just shut your mouth. He ain't right, and for you to take him and put him in this situation and make him, he could just had a good job just painting sheep. He's good at that. He could have painted all them sheep. Jesus looking over a flock. He could have painted sheep and painted sheep and kept on doing it, and that'd have been a good job for him. But you had to get him mixed up in all of this.
He could have painted sheep if he had no vision, but my friend Inky knows enough to listen to his pal Dunlap, who he went to school with.
Wow.
And he said, you gonna go to Mexico? I mean, some of this he didn't really say. I looked in his eyes, and I could tell he was thinking, you gonna go to Mexico with some Mexican prostitutes? We all gonna go down there, the Ocean's 11 team. We're gonna get this church money. So much money, folks. I've never seen so much, and they would just pile it in there. Inky said, I want in.
Normally, I would say that was, Longhorn dance parlor, but they could have killed a Jackie out there.
It's hard to say with sirens these days.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were coming for us for a second. Or you.
It's soundproof. I told you, you put all the eggshells, put newspaper on top of it.
Then every hoarder's house would be soundproof, and we know that's not true.
Oh, shut the hell up. You don't know first thing about it.
We can hear the sighs of despair as you walk by.
Oh, what?
Folks, last week I guess you heard that the church Jackie, there was a Jackie Brawls at church who looked just like Jackie. He was murdered.
What?
One of the unfortunate Jackies who also got killed.
I can't keep up with who's dead anymore.
Me either.
Oh, they all look like me. That's all I know.
When was the last time you had to identify one of yous?
I lost count at this point. There was a stack of them one day.
They're always dragging Jackie down to the morgue.
Well, why they take me down there to... Is that you? No, it ain't me. I'm me. I guess they're trying to get a rise out of me or something. I don't know what they're doing.
It's kind of funny.
It ain't funny at all. I get tired of looking at yourself dead in a thing over and over again. A way out or whatever door comes open. I'm tired of seeing dead people that look like me.
Well, Dead Church Jackie was supposed to be our getaway driver, folks. He was murdered. I said, what am I going to do? Wesley Press, you're smart. He said, I cannot drive because of my vision. So I can go to the store and back. I can go Dollar General, but you need somebody. I got somebody who can drive anything. My on again, off again girlfriend, much older than him. It's gross. Dilly Mule Rider. She can drive anything from a mule to a stick shift.
Yeah, she usually drives, mule carriage sort of thing.
Lately, she's been driving her nut bonnet truck.
Yeah.
Which apparently... it's what they piled all that money into.
What?
When I was in the bathroom. Dead Relatives Day at the church. There's so much goddamn money in that church you would not even believe it. I don't know, Jackie. I'm not great at math, so I'm going to say somewhere between hundreds and millions of dollars.
What?
And we had piled it up. Inky had jumped out of the vestibule of the baptismal pool and was running around the vestibule. The morally questionable deacons were calming people, but meanwhile were taking advantage of open purses and fell out wallets.
Wow.
Dilly Mule Rider was out front in the nut bonnet truck with the engine revving. Wesley Press right there next to her. Smack Gazette and Honey Carroll were pretending to calm the crowds by playing the organ and song leading. But it was panic. It was panic. Wet Inky running around goosing church people.
Goosing.
Meanwhile, someone had slipped me a laxative.
What?
It was straight out of a Ray Stevens song.
Oh, hell, I don't
know if he has any songs about laxative. Now I think all his songs are about Obama. But I do think there is one song called I Slipped Obama a Laxative.
What?
I think I heard it on Spotify. That Spotify gives you a weekly playlist of songs they think you will like. And Ray Stevens keeps coming up on mine. And the last one was I Slipped Obama a Laxative. The joke is on them because laxatives ceased working on me years ago.
What?
I just get a funny feeling in my stomach. I run to the bathroom. Then I'm okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Did somebody slip me a laxative? Turned around. Money room cleared out. Smack Gazette, Honey Carroll, gone. Inky. Wet Inky, gone.
What?
Wesley Press and Dilly Mule Rider, gone. Morally questionable deacons, gone.
What, they stole it?
I was the patsy. They let me do the planning and then they cut me out because they didn't think I was smart enough to do it.
What the hell did I just give her $25 for?
Oh, yeah, she was using that nut bonnet money for gas.
What, gas? They just stole the money from a church. I don't want to give money to anybody steal from a church.
Well, she's in Mexico now. Wesley Press and Dilly Mule Rider are on a beach in Mexico. The morally questionable deacons, Smack Gazette and Honey Carroll Gazette, are having threesomes as we speak.
I don't want to hear any more about that.
Inky drew me a postcard. He sent it to me. That's how I know all this. He drew the scenes out, mostly of the threesomes. And also Dilly Mule Rider and Wesley Press doing it in the sand. Yeah, sand makes it worse.
I don't want to hear about it.
Inky said sorry. He drew it in balloon letters. I got none of that church money. And the worst part about it is I still got a job.
What?
I got to go to work Monday.
Just go and redeem yourself for this. There's someone looking out for you. Now, you look at things one way. Now, God right now, to me, is punishing me. Why, I don't know. He's upset with something I done, and if God does it, then I deserve it. So I'm just trying to get through it till I'm dead. You now have a second chance. You could have run off with all of them down to Mexico's or wherever it is and stealing that church money, and it'd be a stain on your soul till the dying days. Good Lord, trust me, from someone who good Lord don't like personally anymore. Good Lord give you a second chance, you better take it.
Are you saying that because my reputation of being stupid, selfish, and irresponsible convinced my Ocean's 11 team to take the church money that I'd been accounting, cut me out of the plan, and go to Mexico to cavort with Mexican prostitutes,
all right,
sex workers,
shut your mouth,
without me?
I don't want to hear it.
While Inky draws the whole scene. Are you saying that because my reputation is that low, that God is rewarding me?
You try to look at these things as miracles or curses. That's how the world is. Right now, I'm in a curse. Good Lord, to me, sounds like just gave you a miracle.
Huh. I guess maybe it's... If God is going to reward me as he punishes you. Well, now he has my attention. Maybe I should turn a new leaf and be a kinder, sweeter person.
Good Lord, you got my attention too, and I think you know it from me begging you to stop this pummeling the world is giving me at the moment. So, I ain't just one person down here appreciative, Lord, there's two.
And Lord, I don't mean to horn in on your prayer, Jackie, but I just want to say I am going to turn over a new leaf, and I'm going to be thoughtful and considerate.
Well, good.
And I'm going to take people's feelings into account.
Good.
And I ain't going to do nothing that hurts nobody or causes nobody no pain.
Well, that's what I want to hear, and that's what the good Lord wants to hear. That's right. Good.
My sponsor today is Nashville Lawyers Market. Come on down here.
What?
Get you some delicious barbecue.
Don't you even say it.
Same location, new management. Have you been down here? And
Did they give you $25? Because if they did, I'm going to jerk it out of your pocket right now, because that's my damn money. That's my money. Any money coming out from up there is my damn money. You give me that $25. Don't you say Nashville Lawyer Market. Don't you say it anymore on here.
I raised it to 30 and they didn't kick it all. They give it to me. I got
What?
30. They got $30 of their money
Well,
in my pocket.
Don't that sound fancy, smarty?
$30 now.
Well,
We'll see if the other sponsors.
you ain't going. That's my money. That's $30. Keep getting as much as you can. Maybe I'll buy my damn store back eventually after I sit down here and talk forever.
All I gotta do is text Gary and they'll send the cops down here.
What?
All I gotta do is text Gary.
Text who?
Gary,
Don't.
Nashville Lawyers.
Why would you do that? Why would you?
I just wanted you to know that we were close. I just wanted you to know that I'm choosing you over my friend Gary, who is programmed into my phone.
You think people are friends with you. You already know. God just puts people in your life to use you. He's showing you that. Gary's going to do the same thing. Maybe you need the lesson twice. That's fine with me. Go ahead. Do it. Be best friends with Gary, Nashville Lawyer. That's fine with me, because you know how you going to wind up. You try to be friends with a Nashville lawyer. They may be good in the case of fighting for you, but you don't want to be friends with one. No, sir. They'll cheat and rob you, blind, quick as a can. Evil Nashville lawyers.
But surprisingly good at barbecue.
What?
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, everybody, this is the real, first, only Jackie Bros.
Hey, it's Dunlap. How's everybody doing? Y'all doing okay out there? You ready for some slow down, relaxing podcast love time?
All right. I don't want to hear that kind. Nobody else wants to hear it either.
Welcome to Dunlap's Love Time.
Just shut up. If you're going to do that, I do it somewhere else.
Would you
ain't
not
doing
like to hear me give out sex tips and advice?
No, nobody's going to do sex or love things like it, nighttime things in what used to be my damn store. Still my bunker.
They're going to clean this out.
They ain't cleaning none. Damn, they better not lay a hand on anything down here. I got everything just where I want it.
They said they're going to call the guard. They said, we ought to just set fire to that room, let all the paper burn out.
No. They better not.
This is where they want to put their beehives for their locally sourced honey.
What?
Down here in the bunker.
Beehives?
Yeah, they're not. Maybe they're getting a little ahead of themselves. It may not be the best. Look, am I a beekeeper? Do I look like a beekeeper?
I wouldn't put anything past a Nashville lawyer, not these days.
Am I wearing one of them suits with a net on my face, covered in honey and bees? No. I don't know where you put beehives. I'm talking out of my ass, folks.
All right, shut your mouth.
Welcome
I hear
to
the language.
sweet, soft,
Don't.
wet,
No.
Love
Shut
time.
your mouth. I'm not going to hear love wet nothing.
Talking out of my ass
Uh,
and straight into yours.
all right. Shut your mouth.
You been following the election?
I was going to say let's do the damn news because I won't quit
What do you
talking
want to
about
talk
my
about?
damn. I don't know. Anything's better than my damn life.
All right, let's just go to some different news sources.
See, stay away up. But I'm tired of talking about Trump. I'm tired of talking about God punishing me, even though I guess I deserve it.
Here is a good experiment we're going to do. We're going to go to the CNN. I got my phone out here. Hey, Siri, we're going to do the news right
Don't
now.
start stupid.
I wish I could, but news hasn't set that up with me yet.
You don't know who's hearing all that stuff you talk in that thing. You don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's either Russia or Obama. Hey, how come nobody's talking about all the websites got took down? Everybody's just back to watching Netflix. Nobody even gives a
Anything.
That's bad news, right?
Anything you do on a computer, if somebody gonna get at it. I don't put no credit card. I never know, sure. I wouldn't touch one outside of being next to one of these right now.
You ain't got to touch it, man. It's everywhere you go.
Well,
I got one on me. There's one right there.
I ain't
Go
got
upstairs. Everybody's got them.
Well, everybody got a thing. I look at the phone. You show me a funny video or something, that's good. But while you looking at that funny video, that's how they get you. Here's a funny goat jumping. Here's a funny cat going. You're looking at that, and they're taking all your credit card numbers.
They're taking your credit card numbers.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they just put out a bunch of phones that explode in your damn pocket on an airplane.
I wouldn't put past them, yeah.
And then they taking down the damn Spotify.
What is it?
You on there watching a cat video, and then you get mad because you can't download a song, and then your phone blows up.
Belina? What? Is it spots? What?
Meanwhile, driverless cars, are you kidding me? Are they going to blow up or steal my credit card first? Or they go offline so I can't listen to music while I'm sitting there, nothing to distract me, stare out the damn window. I can't even watch Luke Cage.
What?
They're going to get me in a driverless car, it's going to go offline, then they're going to run me off a cliff. Driverless cars, Jackie, pretty soon, I mean, you'll be dead, but pretty soon, I mean, I'm estimating that your death is imminent.
What is it, driverless thing? What, cars?
In the next few years, man, you ain't going to be able to get on the road and drive a car yourself.
No. Take me now, Lord. He take me today. I don't have to be around to see all these cars driving around without anybody.
You don't want to see them crashing into each other. Be like a damn demolition derby on I-24 every day. It's going to be awesome.
Nope.
Jackie, you better, you know the beer man that used to come here when you owned this store?
I know the beer man.
What about the Frito? Do you know the beer man?
I know the beer man. I know the Frito-Lay. I know all of them.
Milkman. What about Milkman?
Don't even any of them look me in the eye anymore. I see them around town. They won't even act like they know me. Dressed up like me, but they don't know who I am.
Well, you better say goodbye to all them motherfuckers, because they are going to get replaced by a truck that talks. And when you go, where's Beer Man? He was my friend. The truck will say, fuck Beer Man.
Hey.
I work for Elon Musk, motherfucker.
Hey.
I
don't want to hear it coming out of you. I don't want to hear it coming out of no truck. Watch your mouth.
You said, get on out of here, truck. That truck say, I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm going to bring some friends. Going to be like goddamn Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch out here, except they got a taste for human blood. You think that day ain't coming? You wait. 5 years from now, it's going to be Uber, it's going to be Google, it's going to be Tesla. They're going to be driving hard. They're going to be driving fucking Christine.
All right, watch your mouth.
Up your asshole.
It's that movie, I saw that, and that Christine's a scared car, but there's a bunch of them in this movie that goes after a restaurant. That's what you're saying sounds like. Yep. Everybody in a restaurant, truck just for no reason, but just out of pure meanness. Pure meanness.
Just meanness. That is coming, folks. Yeah. That day is almost here. You're going to say, I wanted to get a package of cold cream from Amazon.com. Is it going to come by drone so that they can look in my underwear drawer and see how much lube I got in the bedside table? Or are they going to drive a truck through my fucking living room?
Hey.
You know how in Mad Max, everybody's driving around cars with machine guns and flamethrowers? It's going to be like that, except no people. We're the ones going to get barbecued, son.
You wait right now. I tell you, Hillary going to be president. Pretty soon she'll be saying, everybody gets free college. That's how it starts. Everybody gets free college. Well, what class do you take? You take classes to learn how to make mean cars. Then everybody's building mean cars. That's how it starts right there. Just you get free this, and then you get a free mean car, and then it'll take over. Hillary is sitting in one of them video game things, just running over everything. Just mean out of meanness.
It's like pole position, except Hillary Clinton is using it to kill you.
It's the worst.
You think we are joking, and this is what is going to happen. You seen that movie Cars? Imagine them with blood all over their bumpers. Imagine Lightning McQueen sitting over the corpse of a handsome young man.
No, Mater wouldn't do that. Lightning McQueen might do it, but not Mater. No, sir.
Mater do it too.
No, they wouldn't get. Hillary ain't get control of Mater. No,
Let
Mater
me tell you something.
He's dim-witted. He ain't the smartest one, but he got a sweet soul.
Maybe he'll hold out the longest, but don't turn your back on Mater, because he's going to come around. You cannot change a mean car, man. They are mean to the damn oil place where the oil goes. I don't know cars.
Mater cares. Mater, they take advantage of Mater all the time. People mean to Mater. Mater ain't mean to other people.
Mater gonna take it out on humans. Mater gonna take it out. Mater ain't got no humans in them movies to mess around with, but when he gets a taste of human blood, it's all bets are off.
Don't say that. There may be children thinking about that. You scared the hell.
Don't turn your back on Mater. If you go to Disney World or Disneyland and you see your Mater driving around, he's like, hey kids, hey, come here. Don't do it. He's sussing you out. It may be 10 years, maybe 5, maybe 20. But if you go up and get your picture took with Mater at Disneyland, one day in the not-too-distant future, you're going to hear a knock on your door, and it's going to go, hey, open up. I'm going to kill you.
No, that's not funny. Don't put words in Mater's mouth like that. I hope I'm dead in the ground before I see Mater run over children. I don't want to see that. Just don't. It's not even funny to talk about it.
Let's see what's on the CNN website. Let's see here. CNN. Outnumbered and outgunned, ISIS puts up a fight for Mosul. Can I just say that the way that's phrased, it makes ISIS out to be the underdog who we should be feeling for? Outnumbered and outgunned, ISIS puts up a fight for Mosul. Like, if you didn't know who ISIS was, if you woke up, like if you went into a coma before Hillary Clinton became Secretary of State, and you come out of it now, and you didn't know who ISIS was.
I hope I pull through. Bless your hearts. They're really down hard. Why don't they say we're beating the hell out of ISIS? That's what it's supposed to say.
Yeah, why?
If people say CNN ain't all for
Am
Obama.
I on CNN's website? Is this like the ISIS magazine?
Don't go to that on the phone. For all we know what you talk about computers, ISIS are their own CNN. We don't know what anybody puts on that phone. You don't know who's looking at you, what you're reading.
Okay, now the next headline on here is how ISIS poisoned Iraq's air.
Yeah.
Even that makes them sound like damn Lex Luthor with some sort of machine. Clinton means World War III.
Yeah.
He said that Clinton's going to equal World War III.
Well, I don't ever like to say Trump is right about anything, but
I ain't going to say she ain't going to start World War III. He definitely would start World War III.
Yeah.
And if we made it out of World War III, there'd be like a 4 and probably a 5. I mean, he'd get us into World War III because somebody tweeted something mean about him.
Yeah.
And we'd get through World War III in spite of him, and we'd say, I cannot believe he got us in that stupid war because he got his feelings hurt. But at least we survived it. Next day, gets his feelings hurt again. Back on Twitter, here come the bombs.
That's it over and over again. If that happens, that's what you got to
like,
look forward to.
How many times is he going to get us in a world war? Like 18, 19. Cubs versus Indians, World Series Game 1. People like them Chicago Cubs.
Everybody excited about that. I like old Atlanta Braves. Used to keep up with baseball, but good for them. I guess they ain't been in that position.
You'd have,
years,
first
yeah.
got cable, it'd be the Braves or the Cubs on
Yep.
here in Jackie's store, but then eventually just went back to Star Trek reruns.
Well, I get familiar with that. Sometimes games get too exciting or something. I know how all the Star Treks end.
Church warms up to gay Mormons. Is it the Mormon church? I don't know. Suge Knight claims Dr. Dre paid to have him killed. How much did he pay, I wonder?
What is that? What?
All right, so that's CNN. Now let's go to Fox News on my phone. This is a good podcast.
Fox News on my phone.
Ryan's house unrest. Influential Tea Party tied group calls for delayed vote for speaker. They try and get rid of Ryan.
Yep.
Kind of wound down. Trump cuts off fundraising events for Republican Party.
Yep.
El Chapo's wife angry over reduced conjugal visits.
What?
El Chapo's wife angry over reduced conjugal visits.
Chapo.
Bias alert. New York Times reports on child's scary dream about Trump. What? That's the bias alert. Is New York Times reports on child's scary dream about Trump.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. Sniper of Mosul strikes fear in hearts of ISIS fighters. Now, there you go.
That's how you do it. Now, you people got problems with Fox. I understand that, but right there, that's how you tell about that story. Yeah.
Sniper of Mosul strikes fear in hearts of ISIS fighters.
That's what
it
we
tells
want
me
to hear.
everything I need to know. I don't need to read that story or watch it or whatever it is.
Yep.
Ingest it. I don't know how this app works.
There's some good news every now and then, yeah.
This is on the Fox News app on my phone. It says, this is a good headline here. There's a couple here. Missing backup dancer for Rihanna, Beyonce found safe.
What?
As Obamacare premiums rise, so does cost to taxpayers.
Yeah.
But this one, lies breed lies. Brain may get desensitized to dishonesty.
What? Brain?
On the Fox News website, there's an article here from the Live Science contributor that says, lies breed lies. Brain may get desensitized to dishonesty. Does Fox have a Live Science? Is this another website they've directed me to? Dishonesty is a slippery slope, says Fox News website. If you behave dishonestly once, you may become more likely to do so again in the future. A new study from England shows.
England.
The reason may be that the brain grow less sensitive to self-serving, dishonest behavior over time, the researcher said.
Well, yeah, you start doing bad. You start doing bad stuff, you keep doing bad stuff. Some people get wise up, get out of it. Some people don't.
In the study, researchers asked 80 adults ages 18 to 65 to advise a second person about the amount of money in a glass jar of pennies.
What?
Typical English science. In several of the trials, conditions made it so that dishonesty benefited the participant.
I don't want to hear about no English test with pennies.
The English penny test. So I don't know. This looks like it's a Live Science article. I don't know what that is.
Why is that on Fox? Why is it English?
Or science.
Well, the Revolution War was fought for a reason, so you don't have to read about this.
Now we can go to the New York Times Now app. Oh, it's closed.
Closed. They shut it
Yeah,
down?
they have another app.
What? Another what?
Go to the main New York Times app. But I ain't got that on my phone, and I'm doing a podcast now. I'm going to go to Google News.
Oh, Google News. Let's talk about that.
Trump Clinton's foreign policy plan would start World War III.
We already heard that on CNN. Give us something new.
Apple pins hopes on iPhone 7 as profit revenue decline.
That's just another language. I didn't, in 1 year, I didn't understand one word of that.
Amid lagging polls, Trump stops holding high-dollar fundraisers.
Was he? I didn't know he was holding them that many. He's holding all the money from Republicans now, right? He's saying the hell with you, right?
Is he just bored?
He may be bored, yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to any of it. Who the hell knows? He just been, I don't want to go there today.
Politics. Seizing on rising costs, Trump says health law is over. Now, here's Donald Trump, which everybody's talking about, the health care costs, it ain't working. Even like Democrats saying, well, we got a lot of stuff to fix.
Yeah.
But he can't make a case against health care without tripping over his dumb mouth. Look, don't get mad at me for bashing Trump on here. We're trying to help you. We're trying to say, look how we are bashing a little bit.
Well, for a reason, because if anybody else talked about this healthcare Obamacare mess that he put us in, that's what we would continue to be talking about. But when Trump says it, he says something wrong, and he's going to say, oh, it's the media's fault. Well, why is it the media's fault? It was the media's fault that got him in the damn news, and now it's the media's fault that they ask him a question when it don't make any sense. If they should have just started saying it didn't make any sense all the way back then, maybe we wouldn't be in the position we are now. Hell if I know. I
just really feel that most anybody that didn't shut down bridges that ran for the Republican nomination, or that maybe wasn't a confused surgeon, could press the case.
Yep.
I'm not saying they're likable people or they're relatable people. I'm just saying they
Ted
probably
Cruz, awful man, smart though. He'd be it. Everybody would be talking about what sneaky leaks, which. Everybody would be talking about how Obamacare is finally taking the country down. That's what we'd be talking about, which we should be talking about, but you got an idiot up there running his mouth about it, and then it don't make any sense.
When he says things like emails, Benghazi, people are like, oh, that's coming out of Trump's mouth, so that doesn't matter. But if you had somebody who was saying Obamacare sucks, if you had somebody that said, look at what happened with ISIS, how that happened.
Yep.
Not that Obama founded ISIS. And then people say, do you know what founded means? And you go, yeah. Uh-huh. And some of this stuff could have stuck. Then you would have Obama, the president that you hate, leaving office, stuck, branded as the man who started ISIS.
Yep.
Because people didn't say explicitly that he started ISIS.
Now, I don't like Marco Rubio, and evidently some other people in Florida don't like him too much. They were booing him to death, but be honest now. In your heart of hearts, wouldn't it be nice to see him up there, Obama having to stand by Rubio when it takes a pledge or whatever the hell it is to become president, and Obama has to sit there and look at that? That would have made it worth it for me, just that.
So we're not really bashing Trump.
No.
We're just saying that he did a lot of things wrong.
People
He
get
did a
mad
lot of
about
things
it.
wrong.
All right.
And he's still doing things wrong.
Yep.
We're not questioning anything other than he could have really nailed some people to the wall if he was less insane, self-involved, whiny.
He'd
petulant.
rather talk about himself. That's how he says. All he wants to do is talk about himself. That's it. All right.
No more though, Jackie. You know, the election's almost over. There's no point in us talking about Trump. We should be done. Look here, I'm on this Google News app, and it's because I've searched for Billy Corgan's lawsuit against his wrestling company. I got some news on Billy Corgan's lawsuit against the wrestling company.
I like wrestling.
It's not important. Let me show you this picture of Billy Corgan. Yeah.
What's wrong with him? Is he sick? What the hell's wrong with him? Bless his heart. He ain't a wrestler, is he? They whip the hell out of him. He looks sick.
Yeah, you know, the world is a vampire.
What?
That's what they say. You know who said that?
No. It's a Halloween vampire, yeah. Frankenstein vampire wolfman.
Duck.
What is it?
What about all these? Now, hold on a second. Now, here's one more news experiment. So I wanted to look up Clinton ducks, right? I wanted to look up Hillary Clinton send people dressed in a duck suit
What?
on her orders out to Trump rallies to try to instigate some violence. I'm like, well, this come from James O'Keefe videos.
Who is it?
The left says discredited James O'Keefe. Makes them gotcha videos for the left. Undercover. Planned Parenthood.
Oh, that fella, yeah.
That's him, right? Is he the same one?
I can't keep up with all them.
That's him. That's him.
One, he took a video camera, what,
He
abortion?
sneaks in.
Yeah. Snake
So-
abortion, yeah.
So I type in Clinton ducks, and I start looking at where the articles are. And it's Fox News. Video shows Clinton coordinated with liberal group to incite. It's Fox News. It's World News Daily, I think. Is that WND? Secret tape. Hillary personally ordered Trump disruptions. Her in one of the duck suits out there. It said Trump ducks releasing tax returns. Powerline, Washington Times, the Gateway Pundit. Hey, the Gateway Pundit. That was our friend for a little. Boston Herald, Heavy.com, Breitbart, RT.com, WesternJournalism.com, MSN. Trump seizes on Clinton duck allegations.
Duck.
It's a duck. It's a damn.
She make people dress up like a duck and go to what, Trump rally?
Hannity.com. James O'Keefe releases third video implicates Hillary. So I don't know. Is there news now? This is a good story about duck costumes and people trying to incite violence, and I want to know if there's any truth to it. But I'm not sure if you can ever tell if there's any truth to it because it seems to be only reported by half of the media. Or not really half, like a lower third.
Duck costume.
But if Hillary did order people in duck costumes to go to Trump rallies and incite violence and colluded with outside groups or whatever Sean Hannity's trying to say, Sean Hannity spent 17 minutes the other night going over a National Enquirer article
Oh, good God.
on Fox News.
Well, that's Trump's buddies.
If he gets a Trump TV show, what they should do is just have Sean Hannity on Trump TV reading the National Enquirer every week.
Who's that Mexican lady that he did something with National Enquirer? What's her, in the movies or something? Pretty Mexican lady. What's her name?
Salma Hayek.
That's it, yeah. They said he...
I think what you just said is almost as bad as Trump.
What did I say wrong?
You said pretty Mexican lady.
Latinas?
Why don't you put some Tic Tacs in your mouth?
Oh, God. She's a
Try your luck.
She's a pretty lady. That's all I'm saying. She's a funny actress. See her in movies and stuff. She's always good.
Hollywood producer, Salma Hayek.
Well, good for her. Bless her heart. All I'm saying, she deserves everything she gets from evidently this story she told about old Trump, calling her up. What he probably said was, you saw about Tic Tacs, he's calling a home phone or somehow.
Can you imagine
No.
being, first of all, can you imagine just being you, whoever you are listening to this, and you get a phone call back in the days when there was telephones and answering machines, and like ring, ring, that terrible, terrible sound, and you pick it up. You're like, hello? Hey, it's Donald Trump. Hey, what are you doing? Hi, it's Donald Trump. I just want to talk to them.
Oh, good God, that's awful. Well,
And then imagine being an accomplished Hollywood producer and beautiful lady who's also from a foreign land in America, which is going to make Donald Trump think, first of all, you're a lady and you're beautiful. So to him, you are like 3 notches below a priceless table.
Yeah.
And then you are from Mexico, and then he's like, well, basically, I can just throw you in the trunk.
Well, he called her up over and over again, and she kept telling him, I'm seeing somebody else, and even if I wasn't, wouldn't have nothing to do with you. So then she said Donald Trump went to his buddy, I don't know who it is, National Enquirer friend, and they put out a story saying, it said, Salma Hayek, Trump would never go on a date with her because she's so short. Well, she don't look short to me, but I ain't ever seen her in real life. She might be, I don't know first thing about it. But he said, she's too short for me to ever go out with. So then this comes out National Enquirer, which I don't guess she would know that until he called her up and told her, which he did. he called, left a message, told her, said, look, this is awful, this story of the National Enquirer, them saying that you too little for me to go on a date with or whatever. I won't prove them wrong, so we need to go on a date.
Smart.
What do you mean smart?
I mean, evil.
Yeah. Leave that woman alone. She nice lady, and I sorry if I said something wrong. I didn't mean to say anything.
Salma Hayek, this is Donald Trump on your phone.
All right.
Let me just hear your voice.
All right, let's stop this now before we talk about Trump anymore and lose some more listeners or whatever.
Sean Hannity, here's the beginning of the show. Trump TV. You're watching Trump TV. And then you see a little boy on a bicycle, straight out of the 1950s. I don't need to spell it out, but he's white. He's riding that bicycle down the road. You see a beautiful, well-maintained home. The door opens as Sean Hannity steps out wearing a bathrobe this morning. He has pajamas on under it. You don't see the bristle of his leg hair.
I don't know anything about him dressed in anything.
The young man on the bike throws a newspaper to him, and Sean Hannity picks it up and says, "Thanks, Billy." And he unrolls it. He's like, today's National Enquirer is here. And he goes inside, and titles come up. Sean Hannity reads the National Enquirer to you. Because a lot of people that are going to be watching Trump TV, their vision ain't that great. So I know the National Enquirer tries to keep their print large, but not large enough to compete with Sean Hannity reading it to you.
I say it right now, at least he's doing a service that way. Good for him. I'd rather him do that all the time than anything else.
Hillary's Hitman. Hillary's Hitman. I may be doing Rudy Giuliani.
I hope they don't give him a show on there. Good God.
What would that be? Just
Just
crazy-eyed shouting with Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, pretty much it, yeah.
Welcome back to Crazy-Eyed Shouting.
Yeah, teeth all gnashing his teeth. Yeah.
Ooh, they could do a 3D show. Just some teeth coming right out at you.
No.
Them eyes bugging out.
Nope.
Like a damn Tex Avery cartoon.
I don't
like
see
the
it.
worst Tex Avery cartoon. Folks, thanks for listening to this. One day, we won't even talk about Trump on here.
Nope. One day we won't talk about nothing on here.
Yep, that day's a-coming.
Yeah, it is. Well, until then, no rates and reviews, iTunes, Chachis, YouTube.
Get on YouTube. We're putting up some videos. We got, this is on, what is today?
I don't know.
Tuesday, October 25th, we got videos coming up. Tomorrow, we got videos coming up.
And the day
Thursday?
after that, yeah. We're trying to give as much as you can for us all over.
Before it's all over.
We're looking forward to it being all over. Not because we don't want to make videos for y'all. That part's nice. It's just what we have to make videos about.
That's cooler, right? That shirt's cooler.
What?
Because it doesn't have sleeves.
I don't know. I know that it's scratchy, itchy. It ain't comfortable to me.
You never roll these up. You should roll them up.
Yeah.
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if
up there. We gotta wait a few minutes before we shimmy out that hole.
Oh, can we stop? I got some good blueberry vanilla vape juice.
Fun.
Donald Trump is seizing on a new undercover video from conservative provocateur James O'Keefe. Is that on his business card? That suggests Hillary Clinton okayed outside groups to follow him on the campaign trail with an activist in a Donald Duck costume.
Duck.
I mean, is that funny?
Hey, duck costume's always funny, you know.
I'm going to say if he'd done that to her, I'd think that was funny too. As a matter of fact, if they wanted to conduct the rest of this campaign via people in duck costumes, I'm fine with that.
Please.
Let them go back to the penthouse and the hospital bed.
Please, please.
I am done. I would much rather look at a duck holding a preachy sign.
Thank y'all kindly for watching. And don't forget to subscribe. Hell.